My first market, November 5th, 2025, y'all. I'm chaos in my brain, but I'm so freaking excited. So I'm taking the opportunity and I'm doing this. And then after that, I think I'm just gonna go on like a whole like printing galore. I know I'm freaking out and I'm scared, but it's a good scared. It is officially market day! That's mistake probably number one. So I did some research and found the coolest little midweek market that happens every Wednesday, and I'm so excited. So I put in my application last night and I checked my email this morning and I got an email back and I got accepted. Which is insane. But it's okay. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. My first vendor market is literally tomorrow. Tomorrow being, what day is it? November 5th. November 5th. It's been 2 years. I've been selling for 2 years on Etsy and now I'm going on to vendor markets. I never imagined this for myself. Yeah, I'm gonna take the opportunity and see what's popping. I'm not gonna be afraid. I gotta be brave, dog. Gotta be brave. Gotta freaking do it. I am going to be taking some of the supply that I have had made already for the vendor market on November 15th. I'm gonna use some of those supplies and I'm actually gonna take them tomorrow. So I have some keychains to take. I also gotta go walk to the bank to go pull out some cash. So there's cash options. I need to kind of make a few extra little like signs and cards. I'm freaking tweaking. I'm freaking out because this is like crazy, but I gotta also like understand that like this is my first market, my very first market that was supposed to be November 15th, and now I'm making a market happen now. So this is on me. Just seemed like such a great opportunity and I really want to take advantage of it and I want to do this. And it's local too. It's a local freaking market and I'm so excited. It looks so cute. I absolutely love it. I'm like honored and so thankful I get to be a part of it. So I'm really excited to kind of be out there and to be able to present my products and the things that I make. I'm chaos in my brain, but I'm so freaking excited. So I'm taking the opportunity and I'm doing this. So we're gonna do this, okay? I have some things I'm printing out right now. I made a whole entire list of other things that I need to print out to make sure that I have for my little booth. I'm gonna finish packing these orders and then after that I think I'm just gonna go on like a whole like printing galore. After I went to go get the money and stuff, I wanted to go work out because I was starting to feel really overwhelmed with everything that was going on. So I just decided to give myself a little break. I was having a lot of anxiety. My heart was pumping. So I was like, okay, I need to put this energy somewhere. I need to release this energy, get this energy out of me because I know I'm freaking out and I'm scared, but it's a good scared. But anyways, I got to get back to work. I got to start doing stuff. So that was a little update for now and let's get back into it. It is officially market day! I'm so excited. It is currently 5:30 this morning. I am going to work on just printing out the rest of the stuff that I needed to do. I'm almost done with everything. I'm so excited and today is the day. So we are officially able to start setting up at 9 a.m. So I'm really planning to get there at 9 since it's my first ever table setup. I want to make sure that I have the most amount of time as possible because I feel like I'm going to be freaking out. So I just wanted to do that. So I'm here now just to kind of finish everything off, pack everything up, get everything ready, and hopefully I'll be able to accomplish everything that I'm trying to accomplish. Let's get into it. I'm so excited. I just went to my first ever handmade market, and honestly, it did not go the way that I was hoping. I was kind of anticipating that. I kind of wanted to just like really get my feet wet and just kind of experience what it's like to set up a table and have to kind of like present my products and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I really wanted to utilize this as, but also I kind of jumped the gun a little bit because when I originally applied, I applied for a bunch of dates. So I applied for every Wednesday all the way up until December 17th. And that's mistake probably number one. I feel like I should have gone to the market first, checked out the market and saw like how it went, how it goes, because this is also like a new building too. So they're trying to gain traction and awareness for their business as well. I think yesterday there was about maybe like 10 customers and a lot of them were of the older crowd. My products are really targeted more towards, I guess, the younger crowd. I didn't really realize this until yesterday going through this experience. In my mind, I thought like, okay, you know, maybe they'll be shopping for their grandkids, they'll be shopping for, you know, their family, they'll be shopping for other people, so they'll be thinking about other people and other gifts to get for them. And I'm like, these are perfect stocking stuffers, these are going to be great, this is going to be great. Well, like my stickers and my keychains, like everyone was like, oh, they're really cute, but like no one wanted to buy anything because I think it's a little too early for people to start thinking about last minute gift shopping and stocking stuffers and stuff like that. So that's kind of where I messed up because all of the little vendors around me were like cookies, bread, candles, ceramics, and then I had my like sticker shop, clay keychains, art prints, stuff like that. I thought that that would be kind of around the same thing as like a craft market. It's different. It's a different vibe entirely. And it's also midweek, so that's also different. So I only ended up with 2 sales at the end of the day, but that's okay because I'm kind of just trying to like learn from my experience and just try to just like, again, like I said, just like put myself out there. Like this is kind of what that's for. And I was really happy that they were able to accept me so quickly. It was a really spontaneous type of market that I didn't really plan for. So I just grabbed all of my inventory that I'm going to use for my coffee shop market. It was a different crowd than what I was anticipating and looking for. So it kind of means that I have to change what I'm making right now and what I bring to the market for next week. Since I literally signed up for a whole bunch of markets, I need to make it worth it for myself. And instead of getting discouraged and giving up, I'm trying to utilize this as a learning opportunity to expand. Now I'm thinking more on the lines of like trinket dishes, ring holders, like Christmas ornaments, a needle minder, flowers and vases, and like fridge magnets and stuff like that. I'm really trying to kind of do something different and make it more useful products. So there's a lot of different things that I want to kind of experiment with while I'm working on this vendor market. I know I can do well. I know I can get a couple of customers if I just have the right products. My products are cute. I love them. Everyone was saying they were adorable, but it's just not for this crowd. And then probably around Christmas, like December markets, I'm probably going to bring back the keychains and like the smaller stuff. I'm trying to make the best out of the situation because I know I'm not in the right spot and I can't give up. I've already committed to this. I've already decided to do this, so I need to really like commit and adjust. I didn't really know what to expect out of it, but I knew that it was going to be relatively slow. I didn't think it was going to be this slow though. So it does make me nervous having this many dates set up for a market that potentially may not be worth it. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to stay positive and I'm just trying to get to know other small businesses because that's the best thing I can do at that point. I'm just learning through my experiences. I really do appreciate the people that did make purchases. There were other small businesses that were at the market as well. So we all kind of like walked around and like, you know, started purchasing it from each other because everybody has such good things. Everybody makes such amazing things. So it was really sweet that I was able to get a little support from some of the other vendors, and I'm really appreciative of that. It's just a learning experience. That's all I can take it as. It's a learning experience. It was a very spontaneous. I wasn't expecting it to be super successful, but I wasn't able to necessarily prepare for older crowds and for the type of people that were going to be coming through. So now that I have about a week to prepare, I think I'm going to really start working on and focusing on all of that for my markets because I have lots of markets lined up every Wednesday. So I want to make sure that it's worth it. I'm really trying to stay positive, be optimistic, and just kind of share with you what I learned. Since it was my first market, there was a lot more prep that had to go into it, and I wasn't able to set up my table beforehand. So at the market, I showed up as early as I could, which was like 9 a.m. because I was like, I'm freaking out. I don't know how I'm gonna set up my table. This is my first market. I'm so nervous. I'm so scared. Everything, all of the feelings I was feeling at once. It actually turned out pretty well for my first ever table. Like I was actually really proud of my table, and I know there are some things that I want to change about it already. Since it was like an indoor event, I didn't have to think about a canopy. I didn't have to think about the wind. I didn't have to think about all of the other things that you have to think about when you're doing an outdoor market. So it was really nice and a really good just first market to get into because it was indoors. They had the tables there. They had the chairs there. I didn't need to bring extra stuff for that. They had tablecloths even. Like, it's a really nice little like venue, and I really hope it starts picking up more because I really do like it. I would say setup took a whole time. I didn't really have an idea of what I was going to be doing or how everything was going to be laid out. So since this was my first market, I was really nervous and worried that I was going to forget something important. So I decided to make my own pre-market checklist for all of the things that I needed, for all of the things I might need. So if you have a chaotic brain like mine and you always feel like you're going to forget something, I made a pre-market checklist to save my sanity and yours. It's the exact one that I used for my very first market, and I'm going to continue to use for all of my markets. And now it is available to you for free because I love you. It is going to be linked in the description down below. Something I do want to bring next time is a battery, a rechargeable battery. This place luckily had like outlets and stuff, but not that were near me. I definitely want to bring like a power bank or like some sort of like backup battery to have just to charge my phone or my iPad if I need to during the market, because this is like a 5-hour market. After the market, I was just I didn't feel discouraged. Like I didn't feel it because I knew exactly what it is that I need to change. The lessons I learned specifically was know your audience and market type. You don't want to go to a market that doesn't fit your niche, and I experienced that firsthand. My niche is a little bit different. I think my niche fits more into the category of a craft market. My signs and my displays aren't 100% right now for my market table. My table, I want to have higher displays. I want them to be more at eye level, kind of like with what the keychains were at. I want something for my stickers that are kind of like right in your face. The fewer questions about your table, the better, because it's like you want it to be easy to understand right away once someone comes up to your table. So signs are really important. I had signs that said the reason for the story, and there was a couple people that connected with the story. And I had a sign for the keychains. I had a sign for all of the prices. I had a sign for payment. Like, I had all the signs kind of labeled and kind of decorated everywhere to make sure that it was very clear on how much everything was and what everything was. I'll definitely be changing my product lineup a little bit more. Even though my first market was an absolute flop, it was such a valuable learning experience. I just want to encourage anyone who's thinking about doing their first market, do it. Just do it. Just sign up and just do it. You just have to kind of put yourself out there, but it's so worth it. And even though I didn't have a successful first market, I still learned a lot. And there's so much that I'm going to continue to learn from doing these markets, but I'm just really happy to just be around other small businesses and to just be in that environment. Thank you so much for joining me in this week's video. If you enjoyed today's video topic and video content, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to download your free pre-market checklist down in the description below, and I will see you all next week. Keep being amazing and stay silly, my friends.